Hello, Anne. Okay, all right. So I'm going to get on my mat, and we have a little bit of a special guest surprise this morning. So just for the first roughly 7 minutes, it might be a few minutes, a few minutes more. It might be a few minutes less. But the lovely Dominica is going to guide us into the body, into the practice, and then I'll take over. And what we're working with today are cross-lateral movements in the body. So movements that go from left to right and up to bottom. Still no sound? Oh, you don't have any sound? Can you hear me though? Some people can hear me. Yeah?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? Good. Okay, wonderful. I'm glad everybody can hear me. Okay, very good. And so we are working with cross-lateral movements, which, for example, is the movement of walking. And this is a typical cross-lateral movement. And so this is also a great way of really loosening your spine because the movement travels into the spine like a spiral, like something that's wrapping around your spine. But I just want to remind everybody, because this is a slightly different practice to what you might normally be used to in your kind of conventional vinyasa. I want to remind you to listen to your body. If anything at any point feels sharp and uncomfortable, feel free to modify it, feel free to work around it, and try and find a way that works and feels good in your body, most of all. Okay, so I'm going to leave it to the lovely Dominica for the first few minutes. So you can unmute yourself, and I'm going to mute myself. And just let me know when you want me to take over.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes? Good.
Yes.
So thank you, Valerie, for gifting me these first 10 minutes. And we will stay seated. So that's why also I will be quite close to the camera. And you all can take a comfortable seat on a pillow or on a blanket. And then with your closed eyes, simply start to feel how your body is doing this morning. Notice the parts of your body that are in contact with the ground, with the pillow, the floor. Notice where your hands are touching your body. And then become aware of the flow of your breath. And just observe how the air touches your nostrils when you inhale, and how your belly moves a bit forward with the inhale, and then moves a bit back with the exhale. The air touches the nostrils, the belly is soft, moves a bit forward with the inhale, and then gently moves a bit back and up with the exhale. In your own flow, the breath. And then slowly start to wander with your attention from your nostrils up to the crown of your head. And from that place, gently move a bit towards up. So your spine becomes slightly longer. Also become aware of your sit bones on your pillow. And then try to move the crown of your head a bit further away from your sit bones. And with the next exhale, just soften a bit down and give into gravity. So let your crown of your head and your sit bones move a bit together. Your back can round a bit. And with the next exhale, again move your sit bones and the crown of your head away from each other very slowly and gently, so your spine lengthens. And with the exhale, soften your body towards the floor, give into gravity. Inhale, the crown of your head and the sit bones move away from each other. Notice how this change of posture has an effect on your overall body. And with the exhale, again yield towards the floor. Very nice. One more time. Inhale, crown of your head moves up, your sit bones move towards the floor, towards the pillow. And then find a position somewhere between those two extremes that feels comfortable for you. And wander your attention from the crown of your head towards the center of your forehead. Soften your forehead. And then with the center of your forehead, draw a very little 8 into the air. And then draw the 8 from the other direction. Might be a bit more difficult. Your breath is still flowing in your soft belly. Inhale and leaving the belly with the exhale. And then come into stillness. Notice if this has changed something in your overall feeling. And then wander with your attention to the center of the back of your head. And when you found that place, also soften the area of the center of your back of your head. And then draw another 8 into the air with the back of your head. A little 8.
Hmm.
And change the direction of your drawing. Very nice. Come into stillness. And then wander down the sides of your neck. Become aware of the sides of your neck. And then from your crown, from the top of your head, move your right ear towards your right shoulder, but so that your nose is also going a bit down. So it's not a very parallel move, but a bit to the front and a bit to the side. And just as far as you feel just a little sensation on the left of your neck.
Hmm.
And if this feels already comfortable for you, you can stay here. Or if you would like to, you can lengthen your left hand towards the ground. So some of your fingers might touch the ground or also not. And then you can draw another 8 into the floor or in the air with your left hand.
Hmm.
Still the breath is flowing into your soft belly, the inhale. And then place your hands back on your thighs. And from the crown of your head, from the top of your head, very slowly and carefully move your head back to your midline, to the center. Notice if this has changed your position or if you now feel one side a bit more than the other. Maybe not. And then from the crown, move your left ear towards your left shoulder and your nose very tiny bit to the floor. Just as far as there's a little sensation now on the right of your neck. And if this already feels like enough, stay here. If you want to, you can lengthen your right arm towards the floor, towards the ground. And draw a little 8 into the air or into the floor, depending whether your fingers are touching the floor or not. Soften your jaw. And then place your right arm and your right hand back on your thighs. And from the crown of your head, very carefully place your head back into the center. Let your crown one more time pull you a bit up. And make a little imprint of how you feel now after we have done both sides. And then you can open your eyes and place one of your hands, can be the right or the left hand, either on your belly and then the other hand on your chest. And we're going to explore the part of our spine that is the most mobile, that enables us to turn, to roll around our spine, to be mobile. Now try to find this place with your hands, so you can turn your upper body from left to right, to rotate from left to right, and try to find with your hand that is on your chest the place where this rotation happens. And explore that place, explore that rotation very carefully, very gently. Very nice. And then you can remove the pillow and can't see my legs. And change your left leg so it goes into the same direction like your right leg, and your left feet is about on your, or your right feet is about on your left side. So there's a little zigzag shape. Can you see my legs? Yeah. Good. Then your hands are on your thighs. And then take your right hand and without moving your spine, place it, or not moving your spine, a lot behind you. And then take your left hand and place it on your right knee. And then from that place where we turned before, the most mobile place in your middle spine, gently turn a bit to the right. Your head is following the turn. Take a deep breath into a soft belly here. Exhale. And now let your head turn a bit to the front, a bit back to the screen. Maybe even a bit to the left, but just as far as you feel a gentle sensation, not too far. And now let your eyes, your head stays where it is, let your eyes look towards the right. So if there is an object or something that is towards your right, try to look at it, but so that your head is not looking into that direction. And then release your eyes first, and then turn your head back to the right. And then from your spine, release back to the center. Your hands are back on your thighs. Lengthen your spine a bit, just shake it a bit off. Notice if this, again, makes you feel different. And then change the position of your legs to the other side. So the Z is coming from the right. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So place one hand behind you, the left hand behind you, and the right hand on your left knee. Now from the area of your spine which is most mobile, turn a bit to the left, just as far as there is a little sensation. Your head is also to the left. And then let your head slowly turn to the right, to the center, to the right, towards the screen. And then let your eyes wander back towards the left without your head moving to the left. And try to observe an object that is towards the side without taking your head with you. Take a deep breath into your soft belly. And then let your gaze go back to the direction of your head, of your nose. Let your head turn back slowly to the left. And then from your spine, turn back to the center. Again, make a little wave, lengthen through your spine, neutralize your spine. Very good. Thank you very much. And Valerie, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Dominica. Okay, lovely people, make sure you have a little bit of space left and right of your mat. And I'm going to just mute you, Dominica. Okay, thank you. So come onto your back. It might already be quite nice. Your spine might already feel a lot freer. And so we have all these wonderful muscles, all this wonderful tissue, soft tissue, connective tissue around the spine, all these nerves. And with that wonderful, especially the last twist, you might already feel your spine a lot more. And we're going to connect upper body, lower body across, left to right a lot more right now. Take a big breath in, enjoy your breath. And on the exhale, bring your right knee to your chest and wrap your left arm around. You can also bring your forehead to your knee. And then take a big breath in and stretch through all 10 toes and all 10 fingers as you extend the arm and the leg again to their side. And then exhale, bring the left knee into your chest, wrap your right arm around it. Maybe the forehead comes to the knee. And then take a big breath and stretch arm and leg, spread through all 10 toes, all 10 fingers. Let's do that 2 more times. Right knee, left arm, forehead, maybe to knee. And then inhale, extend, stretch between the fingers, between the toes. And then exhale, left knee, right elbow, forehead towards. One more time. Feel how you expand in the back of your body when you're hugging from the right leg to the left shoulder. And then from the left leg, to the right shoulder. Inhale, extend. Good. This time, exhale. Bring the right knee into your chest and then cross it over towards the left. Good. Your left toes are flexed. Oh, and now stretch your left arm far, far through to the left. Stretching through the fingers. And then exhale, bring your right leg long again. Good. Exhale, left knee to chest, cross it over to the right. Oh, stretch your right fingers, spread them. And then exhale, bring that left leg long. Let's do this one more time, that little twist. Exhale, right knee to the chest and then over to the left. Stretch and spread between your left fingers. Oh. And then leg long. Exhale, left knee to chest, cross it over. Stretch your right fingers, stretch between them. Okay, place your left foot on the ground, place your right foot on the ground. Place your arms next to your body, your palms are facing down, and we're just going to bring everything back into the center. Now we're going to take a little gentle bridge pose, starting with the very bottom of the spine, lifting it up like a snake charmer, and then slowly come back down one vertebrae at a time. So push into your feet, into your arms, and really slowly, bottom of your spine starts to lift. And then the lower back, the middle of the spine, and then slowly come back down. It's like a wave. Let's do that one more time. Slowly, pleasantly. And this time when you come down, bring your knees into your chest and let yourself rock forwards and backwards a little bit. And you're allowed to enjoy these movements. And if enjoying these movements means that you need to change them a little bit, then please do that. Okay, next time you're rocking up, just take a little moment, press your hand at the back of your thighs and your thighs into your hands, and then try to lengthen your spine. So you're maybe balancing on the very sit bones. Good. Now the left toe tips are going to touch the ground, and the right leg is going to lengthen forward. And then take a big breath in and reach your right arm up. That's it. And then exhale, bring your right knee back into your chest, right tippy toes touch onto the ground, and then stretch that left leg and the left arm. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times. So starting to work a little bit the muscles, left toes on the ground, right leg is long, right arm is long. Good. Right tippy toes on the ground. Left leg, left arm stretch. Good. One last time. Yes, it's a little bit of a wake up. That's it. Lovely. And an inhale. Cross your legs, place your hands in front of you, and let's very gently come onto the belly. So we're going to start the sequence, and you're going to see the sequence is going to grow with various poses and various movements, but feel free to modify it to skip whatever you want. So you're on the belly, and you're going to stretch your right arm out to the side, more or less shoulder height, and your left hand is underneath your left shoulder. And then take a breath and lift your left foot off the floor and into the air. And gently with your left hand, push that left foot somewhere behind you. Maybe it touches the ground. Flex your right toes, the toes of the long leg. Hello, stretch across that right arm, shoulder, side of the chest, and all the way to that left hip. And then exhale, let the left knee come back to the right, the legs are long. And we're going to switch. Open your left arm out to the side, right hand underneath the shoulder. Lift the right foot, and with your right hand, push that right foot somewhere behind you. Left toes are flexed. And then exhale, knees touch, knees on the ground, legs long. Let's do that one more time on each side. Right arm is open, left hand under the shoulder, lift your left foot, and with your left hand, help that left foot to move behind you. Good, bring the knees together, both legs are long, change arms, left arm open, right hand under the shoulder, lift your right foot. Gently push it behind you. The toes of the long leg are flexed. And then let the knees come back together. Let's come onto the belly. Let's tuck the toes under. And then gently push into your hands to push yourself back to a child's pose. Take a little moment in your child's pose. Notice if you want to kind of move your head a little bit from left to right. And then take a big breath in, chin to chest, so your spine is really round. Come up to all fours with a round spine. When your shoulders are above your hands, extend your neck, bend your elbows, and push yourself back into child's pose. It's like a wave. Again, round spine when you come up, head is hanging down, and then when the shoulders are above the hands, long neck, bend the elbows, slide back. Good. Do that 2 more times. Your own rhythm to feel the spine really like a wave, curling forward and then lengthening back. Hello spine. Lovely. This time when we come up, we're going to bend the elbows, really bend the elbows. Touch the waist, bring the chin to the chest. Long toes, really long toes, strong legs. Open that right arm. Press into your left hand to push that left foot behind you. Flex the right toes. And this time push into your left hand. So you roll over that right leg. You're going to face away from the screen. Your right leg is long. Your left foot is on the ground. And then you're going to exhale and twist towards your left leg. That's it. Push the knee into the left arm into the knee. Lovely. And then take a big breath in. Turn back towards your mat. Right hand is behind you on the mat. Let's lift that right hip a little bit, just a tiny little bit. And then left hand on the ground. Let's roll around that right leg back into downward dog. So we're going to do this a few times. If it doesn't work for you, change it. But you might also notice that actually your body starts to learn and really enjoy this. Good. Inhale, lift your heels, roll forward into your plank pose now. Same things we did before on the hands and knees, but it's plank pose. Let the knees come to the ground. Bend the elbows touch the waist. Chin and chest to the ground. Make your legs super long. Slide your shoulder blades, your elbows back, and take a little cobra pose, just a tiny little cobra pose. The toes are super long. Good. Press into your right hand, and then maybe that helps you look up towards the ceiling a little bit. Keep your legs strong and long. And then press into your left hand. Maybe that helps you look up towards the left and the ceiling a bit more. One more time on each side. Again, lateral movement. You're going to feel your left leg lengthen as you look up to the right. And you're going to feel your right leg lengthens as you look up to the left. Good. Forehand on the ground, open your left arm out to the side. Press into your right hand to lift that right foot. And then push it behind you. Roll over that left leg. We're sitting with the back to the screen, left leg long, right foot on the ground. And with an exhale, hug with your left arm that right knee. Take that twist. Take a big breath in and a breath out. Inhale, open your arms, turn towards your mat again, left hand behind you. Good, press into your left hand and your right foot and lift your left hip a little bit. Yes, exactly, you're going to do a stretch. And then you're going to roll over that left leg back into downward dog. So this is the base of the practice. We're going to add things. Slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. You're going to be at the back of your mat. Take a little moment to hang down. You could bend the knees. You could shake your spine a little bit like you're shaking a bag out to make sure that nothing's still in there. You can make noises. And then inhale, come halfway forward. You can bend the knees. Place the tips of your fingers on the ground. Spread your toes. Good. Let's extend one leg as long as it's comfortable. And just notice as the other leg stays bent, your chest turns away from the bent knee. Again, cross-lateral movement. Okay, let's change. The other leg extends as much as is comfortable whilst that right leg And again, change. Just notice that your chest naturally turns away from the bent knee. Let's do that one more time on each side. Make it really pleasant, like you're stretching and yawning with the skin and the layer behind your skin over those ribs. And then hang down, bend the knees, press into your feet and slowly roll up like a soft spray of water reaching up. Reach up. And then exhale, release the arms. And let's bend the left knee and then reach that left arm up and to the right. And then exhale, release. Bend the right knee, reach your right arm up and towards the left. And then release. Let's change. Bend that left knee, reach that left arm up and towards the right. And then again, change. Bend that right knee, reach your right arm up towards the left. Come back into the center. Inhale, reach your arms, enjoy. Spread between your toes, your fingers. Fold or roll forward. Inhale, look forward and walk your hands back to downward dog. It's like an animal, and that's very like cross-lateral movement. You'll feel the movement cross from one leg to the opposite arm. Inhale, lift your heels, roll forward into your plank pose. Push into your hands. Reach back through your heels. Knees on the ground. Bend the elbows. Land the waist, the taille on the elbows, and then chin and chest. Good. Make your legs super long, your toes super long, your legs active. Inhale, roll shoulders, elbows back. Little cobra. Again, push into one hand and look up. Good. Push into the other hand and look up. Good. Let's do that one more time. When you're looking up towards the left, maybe you lift and extend your right leg a little bit. When you push into the other hand, the right hand, and you look up, maybe you lift that left leg and lengthening a little bit. Good. Forehead to the ground. Open your left arm out to the left. Press into your right hand to push that right foot behind you. Good. Roll over your left leg. You're sitting. Left leg long, right knee bend. Left arm hugs that right knee. And then exhale, exhale, exhale. And then inhale. Look back. Back towards your mat. Your left hand is behind you. Left hand, right foot push. Lift your hips. You can shake that right hand. You can shake the right arm. Just take a little moment. What does it want to do? Does it want to circle? Good. Right hand on the ground. Let's pivot around that left leg. High downward dog. Take a breath. When you breathe in, roll forward to a plank pose. Press into the hands. Good. Knees come onto the ground. Elbows to the waist, chin and chest. Open your right arm. The left hand pushes that left foot behind you. Roll over that right leg. Seated twist towards the left leg. Hug it. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then inhale, open, turn towards your mat again. Right hand is behind you. Right hand and left foot press. Lift that right hip. Good. What do you want to do with your left arm? And then left hand on the ground. Pivot around that right leg, downward dog. Good. Lovely. And then gently walk your hands back towards your feet. We're going to do that same thing. We're going to walk on the spot. So one knee bends, the other hand stays long. Your arms could stay touching the ground in front of you. Or if you want to, as you bend one leg, the other arm can circle up the opposite arm. So if your right knee is bending, your left arm could circle up and back down. One more time. So you're really going to feel like your individual Vertebrae are allowed to yawn. Bend the knees. Good. You could roll up. You could come with a long spine up, but push into your feet. Reach up. Oh, hands come down. Take a little moment. Bend your left knee. Reach your left arm up and to the right. Bend your right knee. Reach your right arm up and to the left. One more time, each side. Make it really pleasant. Feel how your sides get super long, how there's a feeling of like a spiral around the spine, like your muscles are hugging your spine. Good. Big breath in. Open your arms. Reach up. Enjoy the space around you. Oh, roll down or fold forward. Inhale, look up, walk back, down the dog. So the beauty of working with this cross-lateral movement is it makes us feel like we're putting the pieces together, the pieces that sometimes don't always feel like they belong together. And it really makes us feel our center, that part of the body that Dominica guided us to feel, the one from which we're turning. Inhale, roll forward into your plank pose. Oh, good. At any point here, you can keep the knees bent. Bring them to the ground, chin, chest, or you can take a chaturanga and upward dog. Good. If you're taking your cobra pose, you could press into one hand and lift the opposite leg a little bit, but you keep your legs strong. So if you're lifting the opposite leg and to the side where you're kind of lifting, it might feel a little bit like you're swimming. Okay, let's all come back into the center. Let's open that left arm, lift the left foot, and then again, roll around that left leg. Seated twist, left leg long, right knee bent. Okay, everybody, listen carefully. Take a breath in, look back towards your mat. Left hand is behind you. Push into the left hand and the right foot, lift your hips up a bit. Good, now that right arm, you can reach it far, far away from the left foot. Now maybe you reach that right arm far away from your left foot. And then bend your left knee just a tiny little bit and extend the left leg again. Bend your left knee a tiny little bit and extend the left leg. One more time. Yes, okay, lovely. Now look down, look down. Right hand comes onto the ground. Pull your left foot to your belly. And then maybe you lift it up into the air and shake it out. Or maybe you step it long to the side of the mat. Good, we're going to do that in a second anyway. Step your left leg long so you're facing the side of the mat. The feet are wide-legged forward fold. And we hang down. Just take a little moment to hang down. Good, so this transition we'll come back to, and you can do whatever you want with it. I'll keep giving you options. Good, you have another 3 breaths here. Do you want to shake your spine gently? Do you want to bounce your spine? Do you want to shake your head? What is it you want to do right here? Take a little moment to feel it. Good, now everybody bend your left knee and turn your left toes to face forward. And slowly and gently circle your arms up. Oh, hi, warrior 2. Adjust your feet, adjust your legs. Lovely. Now you're going to take your right finger and use your right finger against your right hip to like move that hip forward a little bit. And you notice as your right hip moves forward, your left arm wants to lift. Good, now move your right hip back and you're going to notice, wow, your right arm wants to lift. Good, again, move your right hip forward towards your left knee and you're going to notice, wow, that left arm wants to lift. And now the left hip moves back so that the right arm wants to lift. Good, let's do that 2 more times in your own pace. The movement could be a small movement, like you're pouring water from one arm and one hip to the other side. Or you could actually put your hands on your legs. But it's all about making it feel good in your body, feeling the sides of your spine yawn. That's it. Good. Next time your right arm is up, just take a little moment again. You could circle that top arm. Oh, it could be straight. The elbow could be bent. Yes, lovely. Take one more full breath. Lovely. And then everybody circle that right arm down and forward. And lift the back heel. Oh, hello, lunge pose. Hi. So the left foot is forward, the right foot is back, and we can take a little bounce if we want to. We could shake the arms. There are a few things we could do. It's all about feeling where your body needs a little bit of freedom. And if you're moving quite a lot in your lunge pose, your balance might be quite funny. It's all about playing. When we make things a little bit more unstable, the body needs to learn to play with balance again. Good, excellent. Hands come onto the ground. You can come back onto your mat if you want to, downward dog. So we're going to do that whole thing on the other side again. Inhale, lift your heels, roll forward into your plank pose. Good, as you want to, knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga, up or down. Open your right arm out to the right. Left hand pushes that left foot as it lifts up over to the other side. Roll over your right leg. Again, seated twist. Take a moment, breathe. Lovely. And then exhale, turn your chest again back towards the mat. Your right hand is behind you. Good. Right hand, left foot push. Lift your hips a little bit. And then bend that right knee and move the left hand as far away from your right foot as possible. Bend the right knee and extend it a bit. One more time, bend it and extend it a bit. Okay, let's look down. Left hand comes onto the ground. Pull your right knee to your chest. Good. You could take a big step to the side from here, or you could lift that right foot up in the air and give it a good old shake. Three-legged dog. Right leg in the air. Good. Step that right foot to the side of the mat. So you wide-legged, toes face forward. Again, hang down. Enjoy a few moments of free play here. What does your spine want? It could roll up and down a bit. Yes, nice, Joanna. Exactly. Yes, David. Do whatever it is you want. Lovely. Okay, everybody, bend your right knee and start turning your right toes to point forward, preparing warrior two. Good. Circle your arms up. Take a little moment. Good. Now, your left fingertips are going to gently push your left hip towards the right knee, and just notice, left hip moves the right arm. Wow, now if the left hip moves back towards the left foot, it's going to move the left arm. Good, now find a way to move the hips, the chest, the arms that feels good to your body. A little bit or a lot, it's totally up to you. But notice that this movement starts from a very different place, but it has an effect all the way to the fingers. That the right hip moves the left arm, and the left hip moves the right arm. And then next time when your left hip is moving back towards your left foot, maybe your right elbow lands on the thigh extended side angle. Maybe you find a way to move your left arm that feels good. Maybe it's circling, maybe you shake it. Lovely, and then we're all going to circle that left arm back and down, and then forward, and it might lift our left heel or high lunge pose. We could bounce up and down a little bit. And then exhale, hands come onto the ground, downward dog. Gently walk your hands back towards your feet. Good. Do you want to hang down? Do you want to come halfway up? What do you want to do here? Good. Inhale, let's roll up or come up with a long spine. Exhale, bring the hands in front of your heart. Just take a little moment here simply to feel. Do you have a sense of where your middle is? Really the middle of your body, where the legs, the chest and the arms come together. Somewhere kind of below the ribs, but above the belly button. Can you feel that? That place that Dominica got us to turn from? Is it a little clearer now after all these torsions and twists? Good. Now, next time you breathe in like you're filling up this space. Really breathe the front, the sides, the back of it. Reach the arms up. Fold or roll forward. Inhale, walk forward into your downward dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank pose. Good. Come down into your cobra pose. Let's do this once more. Press into your left hand. Legs are super long and strong. Look up a little bit to the left and then reach your right foot just a little bit off the mat. Reach the leg long. Exhale, forehead to the center. Right foot on the ground. Press into your right hand. Look up and to the right a bit and lift your left foot a little bit off the ground. Feel all the muscles that have to work. Good. Foot down, forehead on the ground. Open your left arm out. Lift that right foot and then push it gently behind you. Seated twist around that right leg. Flex those left toes. And with a big breath in again, look back towards your mat. Left hand behind you. Push into the left hand, into the right foot. Gently lift the hips. And reach your right fingers far away from the left foot. Bend that left knee a little bit. Good. Right hand on the ground. Pull the left knee to your chest and either lift it up or step it wide to the side. Good. Now everybody step that left foot wide to the side. Wide-legged forward fold. Take a breath. Wave, shake, hang down. Yes, I could still see you. It's like a peekaboo game. Good. Now bend that left knee, turn the left toes to the left. Again, preparing for warrior two. Reach your arms wide. Good. Do you want to tilt the pelvis and feel that reaching up through the opposite arm? Good. Tilt the pelvis, feel the reaching up through the opposite arm. It's like you're moving water from one side of the pelvis to the other, from one arm to the other. Good. This could take you into an extended side angle. It could take you into a triangle pose. You have one more round. What does your body want? How does it want to play? Okay. Now for those of us who are in triangle pose, let's bend the front knee. And again, circle that right arm back, down, forward, and up. Back heel might start to lift, high lunge pose. All right, let's wake the body up. We're going to slowly move the weight onto the left foot and bring that right knee in front of us. Press into your left foot to lift that right knee up. Good. Interlace the hand around the knee. You're going to keep that left hand around the knee and then slowly take a really pleasant circle of that right arm up and maybe back. And then down and forward. Let's do that one more time. Circle right arm. Lovely. When your arm is pointing forward, step the right foot back, hands on the ground, high downward dog. Feel the right side of your body, how different it might feel to the left, how much more awake. Okay, now a lot of our body, the spine, the musculature of the legs, the pelvis, the torso, but also actually the organs of our pelvis and belly, and even the lungs. They need this kind of like twist rotation, and most of us don't walk enough. So this practice might really feel comforting to the very, very inside of the body, to the center. Inhale, lift your heels, roll forward into plank pose. Okay, knees come to the ground, chin, chest. Make your legs long and strong, lift the kneecaps up, spread the toes. Again, push into your right hand, lift the chest, and then a little cobra pose, looking up and to the right. And that left leg hovers off the ground, just a tiny bit. Oh, hello, muscles. Good. Foot back down, forehead on the ground, normal cobra. Press into your left hand, look up and to the left a bit. The right leg is long and strong and hovers off the ground a bit. Good. Foot on the ground. Take a big breath in. Let's open the left arm. I hope it's the right side. No, let's open the right arm to the side. Good. Press into your left hand and push your left foot behind you. Good. Seated twist around that left leg. Take a breath. And the next inhale, open your chest back towards the mat. Right hand behind you. Good. Press into the right hand, into the left foot, and lift your hips a bit. Move your left hand far away from the right foot. And then bend your right knee a bit. Left hand on the ground. Pull the left knee to your chest and either step it back, step it forward, wide step, or reach that right leg up in the air. Take a breath. Shake the leg if you want. Good. Let's all step that right foot wide. Wide-legged forward fold. Are we enjoying hanging down? Do we need or want some movement here? Yeah, lovely. Okay, everybody bend your right knee, turn your right toes to point forward, and find your warrior two here. Same thing here. The hips move. The left hip moves forward. Right arm starts to lift. And then the right hip moves backwards. The left arm starts to lift. Good, we have 2 more rounds like that. Do you want to keep it simple? Front knee bend. Or do you want to start to work with a triangle pose, front leg extending? Last round at your own pace. What feels good? Do you feel how the left hip talks with the right arm with the left hip? Good. Now we're all going to come over that right leg. That right knee is bent. Circle the left arm back, down, forward and up. Feel how the left heel wants to lift. High lunge pose. Good. Slowly, like you're really pouring water. That weight pours into the right foot, and then we bring that left knee in front of us. Push into your right foot to help the left knee lift. Interlace the hands around that left knee. We're going to keep the right hand and the left knee pushing against each other gently. And then imagine it's the first stretch of the morning, and you're circling that left arm back and down like you're yawning as you do it. One more time. Good. Step the foot back, downward dog. Take a breath in your downward dog. Good. Take a moment to feel your body again. This time the left side of your body. And then take a moment to feel the connections between the left leg and the right arm through that center, that space between your ribs and your hips, and then your right leg and your left arm. Slowly walk your feet forward this time. Slowly, gently. Just notice, when one foot comes forward, the weight on the opposite hand might get a little bit lighter. Again, all these lateral, cross-lateral movements. So cross-lateral just simply means crossing side to side. Good. Fold forward, bend your knees, let your bum get heavy so you can slowly reach your arms forward, let your bum sit down. Really just slowly and gently round the spine, hands hug the front of your shins. We're going to roll ourselves back onto the back, bringing the knees into the chest. Good. When you get onto your back, do you want to rock a little bit? Do you want to take any specific movements with your knees, your hips? Just notice. Are you done with cross-lateral movements? Or do you want to try what we did in the beginning? Do you want to stretch that left leg and keep the right knee into the chest? And then hug it with both arms and with the forehead. And then if you're doing that, switch. Right leg gets long, left knee into the chest. Hug it with both arms, forehead, knee. But there are a few things you could be doing. You could also be crossing one leg across the body. It's all about listening to what your body needs in those last few moments before we settle for rest. Because actually we have done a lot more than you might think. All these movements, a lot of them will be new to your body, and a lot of them make very deep muscles work that you might not be used to work. So we really do need that rest to integrate. Take a few more seconds to take those last movements or last poses you might need. And then when you feel like you're ready to rest, just take a moment. Make sure that you're as comfortable as you could be. So would you like something behind your head? Would you like socks? Good. Now let's spread the arms to the side and a little bit up. And let's stretch the legs. So we're just going to do this for a moment. It's the last movement. But we're looking a bit like a starfish. If somebody saw us from above, we look like an X or a starfish. And then just take a little moment and just stretch your left foot a little further away. Just notice you'll feel that, especially in the right arm. So stretch your right fingers and your left toes apart and then relax them. Good. Now stretch your right toes to the right. Just notice, wow, your head might start to roll a bit to the left and you might feel a pull on that left arm. So stretch your left fingers and your right toes apart and then relax them. Okay, let's do that one more time, but let's start from the arms. Stretch your right fingers. Just notice it's almost like something is tugging on the left hip. So stretch your left toes and your right fingers apart and then relax them. Okay, let's stretch the left fingers, the left arm. Just notice, wow, it might feel like something is tugging on your right hip. So stretch your right toes now and your left fingers apart. And then relax everything. Bend your elbows a little bit, bend your knees a little bit. Notice if this is a place where your body wants to settle and rest. Notice if it needs little adjustments to be even more comfortable to rest. And for the next few breaths, after that, you can really just rest completely. But just for the next few breaths, try to fill up the bottom of your ribs and the belly with air, that center that we have really opened up with all this cross-lateral movement. Really fill up the bottom of your rib cage, the belly with breath, the front, the sides, the back. One last breath like this, maybe. And when you're ready, just allow the bones of your body to become heavy and rest inside of your muscles, inside of your skin. What does it feel to have this center around which you can turn, you can pivot, around which you can unite bottom and top, left and right? Slowly again, let a little bit more breath generously fill up the base of your rib cage, belly, your lungs. Slow, steady, generous trickle of air at the bottom of your rib cage, top of your belly, and then reaching up into the chest. When you feel ready, gentle stretches start to appear in any way that feel good to your body right now. Good. When you feel ready, you roll to one side or you rock up. If you roll to one side, take a moment, find one hand to push down and gently find a comfortable seat. And I really mean it, find a comfortable seat. It could be cross-legged, it could also be a very different way. Maybe you're sitting on something. And you could close your eyes or keep them open, whatever you feel more comfortable with. But now just take a moment to feel that center of your body, the base of your rib cage, all the way down to the hips. How much space and how much freedom is there in that area? The front, the sides, the back. That thoracic and lumbar spine. And take a moment to feel if the left leg and the right shoulder and right arm feel connected. If the right leg and left shoulder and arm feel connected. If the spine from bottom to the bones all the way to the crown of the head feels connected. And like we did in the beginning with the Minika, let's place one hand just at the last few ribs and just above the belly button. And place the other hand in the same spot against your back. Make it comfortable for your wrists, your shoulders, and your hands. So maybe the front hand touches with the soft part. And maybe with the hand in the back, you're touching with the back of the hand. Just take a little moment to feel the breath moving between your hands, moving them gently apart and gently together. Gently apart and gently together. Good. If you'd like to keep your hands like that, please do. Otherwise, maybe your hands come on top of each other over the breastbone. Maybe the hands come against each other like a prayer pose. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Just take a moment to be thankful to your body and to your practice for uniting bottom and top, left and right, front and back, for making space for your breath, for massaging your organs, and for maybe bringing a little bit more of that state of yoga, which means union. So it's fitting to unite bottom and top, left and right, back and front. Maybe there's a soft little bow of the head towards the hands to thank yourself for the time you took to practice this morning. Maybe even to thank your breath, your body, your heart, your spirit. Maybe even to thank the life that makes you and everything around you possible. May our yoga practice help us develop more curiosity, more compassion, and more respect for the life inside and around us. If you bow the head as you softly reach the top of your head back up, just take a moment to notice how you're feeling, but also how much space you feel around you and how you feel the space around you. Thank you very much for your practice. Thank you very much for your time. I'm going to be hanging around for a few more minutes if you have questions.